What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV, aka Darth Apocalypse. All right, so let's get to this. So, look, it's 2026, um, but it just seems like it was just 2020. And in 2020, the United States, you and I, the whole world were going through a global pandemic, or I like to call it the plandemic for obvious reasons I'm not going to get into on YouTube. But during this pandemic, some 700 million to 1 billion people, possibly more, probably more actually, were infected with COVID. And of these people, some 7 million to 10 million perished. It was especially hard hitting in the Black community um, in our country and in other more impoverished communities throughout the world. Um, and symptoms vary from person to person. Some people who were infected had very mild symptoms. Some were hospitalized. Some got very sick. Some were hospitalized. Some, of course, obviously didn't didn't make it to 2021 or beyond. It was especially virulent in 2020-21, although the latest variants of the virus have not been as potent. Needless to say, though, it altered society. We quarantined, and then after the quarantine, if you had to interact with other people at your job, we practiced social distancing. People wore masks. Some people had a problem doing that, saying they quote infringed upon their rights to the point where it was used as one of the reasons why there was it was a factor into the grand insurrection that occurred in January, but really that was about something else. And it's funny how the people that were complaining about, oh, government is infringing upon our rights, have no problem when they're in control infringing upon the rights of those who they don't like. But that's a whole other video for another day. Um, the NBA, it shut down for 4.5 months. But guess what? These billionaires, these greedy billionaires, they have to make their money. So the NBA was restarted. But of course, the NBA experience couldn't be the normal social connecting event that it usually is with travel and fans. So they put these players in a isolated area and they played basketball in essentially empty gyms with decent, will for us be great accommodations. Uh, but these players are so spoiled rotten that any little inconvenience to them is torture. So enter Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma was recently interviewed, and he was asked about the bubble, and he referred to it as quote a prison for athletes.
And it was hard just being there. You know what I'm saying? Like being in a bubble, like that's not our lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like our lifestyle, we like to be extremely comfortable when we're not on the court. You want to be home, you want to be chilling, your house, your nice sofa, watching a movie. That's what you want to do. You don't want to be in Mickey Mouse's house in 300 square feet for 3 months. Like that's crazy. You know what I mean? And we like to call it prison for athletes. That's what it was. We couldn't leave, nothing.
This is why I generally don't like these athletes. And it's probably not their fault. A lot of it's generational. A lot of these guys are so spoiled. Um, I mean, the stuff that these guys complain about. Okay, you do know why you were there, right? Like, okay, look. I think the whole bubble thing was stupid anyway. I think that they should just shut the season down. But considering what was going on at that time, you do know why you were there, right? Like the fact that you guys were complaining about that. Oh, I don't like being in this 300-foot square room. Oh, I don't like this 4-star, 5-star hotel I'm in. It's garbage. It's not the ones I'm used to be. I'm used to being in or accustomed to being in. I'm used to having servants around me, uh, you know, at my call and beckon or my beckon and call. I'm used to dictating where I go, not someone else telling me what I'm supposed to do, because I'm a spoiled, rotten. I'm not going to call him narcissist, but I'm a spoiled, rotten, elite man child. Worthington, ding, 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 ding. Fetch me by Hassenpfeffer. I mean, that's what I hear here. Like you do know that at that time there were people, the medical field, working night and day, working double shifts, sometimes having to sleep in the fucking hospital, working more than double shifts to try to take care of your relatives, my relatives, us. We get on the medical field, we get on people about, some of the irregularities that happen in hospitals. But I've watched a lot of these people that really do care. They work hard, to the point of exhaustion. And might I add, to the point where they were getting sick themselves, if not from exposure to the virus, or just to the point of they were making themselves sick. What about the regular people that had to stop working? And with some people, they weren't getting paid for a while. What about the regular people who had to depend on, emergency government, temporary, what you call it, unemployment, and the check hadn't kicked in for 8 weeks? Nobody voted for that. And if you didn't have savings, what were you going to do for 6 to 8 weeks? I mean, you cool maybe the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And if you got some in the bank, maybe for a couple, for a month or 6 weeks, but there's going to be a little period of time where you're going to be struggling. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to listen to a millionaire, a multimillionaire, probably more than likely, complain about, I don't want to just sit here. I want to be out and fucking some Instagram bitch. This is such a prison for me. Man, fuck you. Honestly. I don't even mean that with I don't mean it to be harsh, sound harsh, but this generation is so soft. Soft. Any little hardship. Oh, it's too much for me. Oh, I can't play. There's too many back-to-backs. There's too many games. I don't get paid to play defense. Soft. You got Kermit the Paul talking about, I mean, $100 million athletes, the hardest job in the world. I mean, you got people that's friends of yours and you got to put them on your payroll. No, nigga, you got to do nothing. You don't have to put them on your payroll. If you choose to do that, that's your dumb ass. Create LLCs and have them make their own money. That's why a lot of these athletes, like I'm telling you, when a lot of these athletes, 5 to 10 years later, end up broke. I think I read somewhere that out of all these athletes, generally speaking, I think is it 2/3 of them are broke within 5 to 10 years? And when they have these interviews like Antoine Walker, and I hear that I'm broke. And then I hear the stories about you trying to gamble and go toe-to-toe Michael Jordan. Do you think I feel sorry for you? Michael Jordan is a man worth $4 billion. You made $110 million, but you can't go toe-to-toe Michael Jordan. He can survive losing a couple $1 million in gambling. That's going to hurt you. But, it is what it is, man. Tell me what you guys think.